Hey, it's Viviana and welcome back to my art studio. If this is your first time here, I'm a film photographer. This is my darkroom, and I'm starting off this vlog with spotting a silver gelatin print. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for returning, and I hope you enjoy this vlog. So I'm excited to share what I've been up to for this month of November. I have completed spotting this silver gelatin print. This is a photograph that is presently in my Etsy shop. And it's this little 5x7 fiber-based self-portrait. I took this when I still lived in California. I took so many self-portraits in my time in that little cottage in Carmel by the Sea. Those 7 years I was there, I took so many self-portraits, and that's one of them. So I'm really happy. But I also want to share just one of those moments that I want to be honest on my channel. I love sharing all the beautiful, successful print days and just those moments. I also need to share all of the sucky moments, all of those it has to do with my print that my latest silver gelatin print, which was a 16 by 20. It was gorgeous. I loved it so. And if you don't know which one I'm talking about, check my last video. It is in Spanish though, but you can still really look at the process and the final image. I was really proud of it. But I did not notice, and I'll just show you here on my test strip, I did not notice this huge spot. That's too big to spot. I can't retouch that. At least my level of spotting, I can't. So the only two beautiful prints that I made had this huge spot, which I don't know how I missed, but I was devastated because I was so excited to have this available in my Etsy shop, and didn't work out. I'll just have to remake it, and that's okay. I was just so happy with how this image was coming together. I was just so proud of it. I loved everything, and I totally missed that huge spot. Nothing else to say about that. That sucks. But let's continue on the rest of the day. I'm really excited about this next project I am going to bring you along. And for that, we will be going into the house, and I'll be taking you to my office. So let's go. And let me tell you, this next photo project has saved me so many times in the past. As a film photographer who still wanted to create photographs, but unfortunately didn't have access to a darkroom. And I learned this back in college in my alternative process photography course, and that is transfer lifts. The materials are few, and let me show you what they are. So you will need watercolor paper, DAS transfer film. I bought this one through freestylephoto.com. I'm also using hand sanitizer and an inkjet printer. What is amazing with this project is that I can still use my negatives and create really moody and dramatic photographs without the need of a darkroom. And also, you don't need to be a film photographer for this next photo project. You can be shooting digital, but if you are doing this as a film photographer, you do need to do these extra steps, which will be scanning your negative, then inverting the image on Photoshop before printing onto this transfer film. And I also want to note that the printer I'm using, I do not recommend. It's very tedious, and it gives me such a headache each time I use for this specific project. So I don't recommend it, but most importantly, you need an inkjet printer. I make it work, but I struggle a lot. When do I not struggle, I guess? And let me take you back to the day I took this photograph. This was taken back in Monterey Bay, where I'm from. It's my favorite place to photograph. It's called Washington Park, and it's in Pacific Grove, California. I'm shooting with my Rolleiflex T, and a shout out to my husband for being the best photo assistant and for recording all the behind the scenes. So stay with me for a bit, and then I will see you once again in my office to make the transfer lift. I knew the moment I saw these tiny frames, they were perfect for this project. I bought them months ago while thrifting. I believe I was at an estate sale, and I've been holding on to them all these months, waiting for this moment. I was really excited to add them to my Etsy shop. I've sold tiny transfer leaves like this in the past in tiny frames, and they're just darling. I love them. But the moment I took them out of the package, I noticed that they were kind of damaged, and I was surprised because they're brand new, but I knew I couldn't sell them like that. So, I'm keeping them now for myself, which I'm totally fine with. I'm really excited to decorate my darkroom or my office with them. And this is my favorite part. This is where you can really manipulate the photograph and be as dramatic as you want. So I like adding extra hand sanitizer on the edges so I can smudge it. And I feel like that makes it much more dramatic. And this photograph was taken years ago. I believe I shot this with my Bronica, and it was taken in Asilomar, which is just around the corner of Washington Park, where I took my self-portrait. And it's a beautiful portrait of my friend Carolina, and I just love seeing how it's transformed through this transfer lift. And I do want to note, this was printed in color. I did modify it before printing to print in black and white, since the image is in black and white, but it didn't do that. So now it has this blue and red tint to it, which I wouldn't sell like that, but since this is just for myself, I do not mind. I truly hope you get to try this out in the future. Making transfer lifts are so much fun, and I do have another video on just making transfer lifts, so I'm much more detailed in that video, and I give you many more tips on how to make these. I also want to show you other transfer lifts I've made in the past that are I'm obsessed with. I love them, and they are printed in black and white like they should be. So I think they're so much more captivating, and they're in my Etsy shop. So if you want to purchase one, definitely check out my Etsy shop. You'll find some there. I hope you love this project because I truly did. And it's time to pick a new journal. I just completed this one, and I bought these journals back home in California before moving here. I wanted something that reminded me back home, full of nature. Oh, this one got a little damaged, but the other journal, like this one, it's full of wisteria, and it reminds me so much of Degens, where I used to work in Big Sur. And these journals I bought at the Phoenix shop, which I used to go buy so much right before starting my shift at work because I loved everything from there. It's beautiful. And this journal, I remember I bought my sister one just the same, so we have the same one, and I love how it's full of fantasy. And this other journal I actually thrifted for $1. I think I'm going to use it instead for all of my photo notes and like YouTube videos. I soon need to replace my other one because I'm almost it's completely full, this one. So I think I'll use a thrifted one for this instead of just my personal journal. And yeah, I love it. It reminds me like the first day of school when you buy all of your school materials. And talking about new stuff, I finally bought a proper desk chair. I can't tell you how much pain I've had in my lower back because I use this vintage cute chair, but it doesn't do me any good. I ended up buying, the cheapest chair I could find on Amazon, but something that would be much better than this vintage one. I bought this one years ago when I worked at this vintage cool shop, but it was time for something that actually gave me support. So yeah, I'm loving it. I can't tell you what a difference it's made, and I'm so grateful. And you guys, I will almost say goodbye. We're almost towards the end of the video. So thank you for being with me once again. I hope this video brought you some joy, that you got something out of it. And I love decorating my house for Christmas. I'm so lucky my cats did not destroy my tree. And just lastly, I want to share with you guys that the Gypsy Kings gave a free concert downtown where I live. I can't tell you how happy and it was just beautiful to be surrounded by all the local people, and we all had a beautiful night, and I just want to share a little glimpse of that with you guys. So until next time, take care. Bye.